ask, with the way that season 4 ended, Oliver seems to be on his way to Russia. Are we finally going to get a look at Oliver's past with the BRCA?
Yes. No. And this is actually true. Typically, by now, I would have gone to the writer's room and we would have had long, lengthy discussions about the upcoming season. But I wrapped Arrow. I had a really nice end of season dinner with Greg Berlanti, which is what I always do. We chat about the good, the bad, the ugly, what's coming, what's happened, etc., etc. But we had that, and then I literally haven't been home since the beginning of May on the Turtles press tour. So I have a meeting with the writing team on Wednesday, and even if I had this past Wednesday, I actually still couldn't tell you anything, but I'm going to get the full download next week. Thank you. I'm excited for the Russian stuff.
That'd be awesome. Is there anything you can tell us about maybe what kind of characters, heroes or villains from the comics or anything that maybe we're going to be able to see?
We are introducing another vigilante from the DC universe next season, and our villain is going to, in a lot of ways, be a callback to season 1, and that's something that you can do when you're in season 5. And I think that the villain that we have coming in is really going to ground the show and take us back to some of the elements that we had in the earlier days before we introduced so many fantastical elements to the Arrowverse.
Got it. Okay.
Hi.
Hey.
My name is Paige, and I'm curious how you felt about Black Panther's death on the show.
Terrible. I don't like it at all. I mean, from just a standpoint from a personal standpoint, Katie Cassidy's a really good friend of mine, and she was here last year. We got to hang out in Philadelphia, and she was the first cast member that I met when I went to Vancouver to shoot the pilot. And when you work with someone for that long, and they're no longer on the show, it really feels in a certain way like they actually died a little bit. She didn't. She's alive. But it was a tough call. It was a tough decision. I'm not the one that made it, and I'm not trying to throw the people who made it under the bus, but this is the nature of television sometimes. Shows go on. Some characters make it, some characters don't.
That scene was so raw. Everyone's emotions.
Well, you mean when I made the ugly cry face in the middle of the scene? By the way, that's not scripted at all. I mean, this has happened twice on the show where scenes where Oliver's not supposed to cry, I have cried because I'm actually sad in real life. It happened with Susanna Thompson during her last scene where Oliver finds out that this girl, we don't know her name, Samantha, it turns out, has quote-unquote lost the baby, right? That scene was scripted that Oliver was like, she lost the baby! Woo! And it came out, she lost the baby, and then I started crying because it was my last scene with Susanna Thompson. I was really sad. Same thing happened with Katie. I totally made an ugly cry face, and I definitely put it on TV.
That's all right. You made it all better, I think. Let's go over here to another question.
Okay, so since Oliver is now mayor of Star City, what would you like to see for him to do as the mayor?
Make Star City great again? No, wait a minute. What I'm very excited for, and what a big part of the Arrow canon is that, Green Arrow from its inception point has always been a very political character. And I think that, as a show, at the risk of offending some people, we should really discover what Oliver's political ideology is. We should really make Green Arrow someone that is an advocate for the people. He was always a very liberal superhero, and it would be nice, regardless of his political ideology, to lean into it a little bit, not be afraid to offend some people, and really see what he stands for. So I think as mayor, I've always loved the idea of Oliver Queen as a public persona within Star City, but that's not really something that we've had to been able to tackle. I mean, he was obviously running Queen Consolidated in season 2, and it wasn't until the end of this season when, you know, he hopped in the car and gets to do a speech that, you know, we really got to see him as a man of the people within Star City. So hope we get to see more of that.